A Chula Vista HOA is dealing with claims of embezzlement, corrupted financial records, and a police investigation.
Our Team 10 investigator Jennifer Kastner tracked down the former HOA manager who's at the center of these accusations.
Yeah, Steve, that's right. And he says that he did nothing wrong, but the HOA claims that he was writing thousands of dollars in reimbursement checks every month to himself for alleged maintenance, but didn't provide basic documentation like store invoices or receipts.
Unlike the idyllic, legendary city of Camelot, the local Camelot at East Lake Shores is in turmoil.
It's not the wonderful place that it used to be.
Connie Patrick and other homeowners at the Chula Vista HOA are grappling with the news.
I mean, I was very startled when I read the letter. It was very disturbing.
A copy of a letter sent out to some 400 plus homeowners by the board of directors accuses the former in-house manager, Howard Gatbonton, of possible financial abuse. He was directly employed by the association, which also contracted with an outside management company called Summit, located over Mission Valley. This spring, review of the association's finances uncovered many discrepancies. As of the date of this letter, no records have been provided or discovered that detail or explain over $100,000 of reimbursement expenses to Gatbonton. A police investigation is underway.
None of this is factual?
None of it.
In an interview with 10 News, Gatbonton denied any wrongdoing. He says he was forced to pay for maintenance expenses using his own money because the board wouldn't give him a credit card.
I would say about $100,000.
Out of your own pocket?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you would write reimbursement checks to yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And was the board aware of that?
Yes, ma'am, because I was the first manager to give them a copy of every single check that I write.
After the investigation into the association's financial records and reimbursements to Gatbonton began, he stepped down, claiming he no longer wanted to deal with the board. Summit was terminated. To make matters more complicated, according to the board, it was discovered that all of the association's electronic records stored in the association's on-site computer had been deleted and the computer's hard drive corrupted, and they are unsalvageable.
So you didn't destroy or corrupt any files?
It's impossible to corrupt because it's on the cloud. How can I corrupt? Even your email is on the cloud. How can I corrupt that?
Gatbonton says discrepancies with the HOA's financial records existed long before he was even hired years ago. And when he alerted the board, they dismissed the problems.
They turned a blind eye.
Gatbonton told us he's got the records to vindicate himself, but he wouldn't share them.
So you won't be able to show us any proof today?
No, I've been advised not to.
The HOA declined an interview with 10 News, but sent a statement claiming in part that Gatbonton has waged war against the association, spreading false information. They claim Gatbonton only provided some copies of checks written to himself to validate his spending, even though the association had accounts at Home Depot, OfficeMax, and other companies for supplies. And after he resigned, more problems were discovered, like with the pool and 2 children's playgrounds, which had to be closed for critical failure of safety inspections. When they pushed him for missing documents, they say he claimed he already turned them over and never mentioned any alleged cloud-based documentation.
We just took the minutes.
Over in Mission Valley, Summit's Jennifer Reimer tells 10 News that Summit was only in charge of board meeting minutes. It was never responsible for finances for the HOA and its members.
Our dealings and capacity with them was very limited.
And Chula Vista police confirmed that they're actively investigating an allegation of embezzlement within the HOA. And if anyone has additional information, to call the property crime sergeant. We have that number on our website, as well as a copy of the HOA's full response to us. Go to 10news.com and find this story under Team 10 Investigates. Jennifer Kastner, Team 10.